the clouds, waiting for your heart check. Got to let the beat get under your skin. I think I'm an angel.
Hey guys, welcome to Life Success. How awesome is to have you guys here. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we have a lot to cover today and there's been a lot happening for us. And of course, I know that I have talked about depression, but I want to cover anxiety. Why do I want to talk about anxiety? Is because quite often a number of people are struggling with anxiety on a daily basis, and to get help through mental health is harder than for some people, and they're afraid to actually confront it or talk to their doctor about it, their GP, and to say, hey, look, I'm not okay. And that's when they're afraid of actually going through a mental health system. And it's daunting, understandable, because they don't have a very good history in New Zealand. And I know that for a fact. And the government is trying to work on that. But we are in a struggle in today's society right now where things are all over the place with where it's at. But at this stage, I think we just need to find a way around it. And I was reading a book, actually, I found very interesting, and it was from the Anxiety Solution, Chloe Brotheridge, and Simple Steps to Manage Anxiety. And I know that social media is one of the most important factors, because we are trying to be perfect, and it makes us think we're not good enough. We're not perfect enough for others. And that's what causes us to have some sort of anxiety, the perfectionism. And when we start that behavior, we struggle to change our thinking patterns, and we stop believing in ourselves. And of course, this is why I need to teach clients to think more positive about themselves. This is why I teach CBT. And I have to practice it myself every day. And it's really challenging, knowing that it's just my fears getting in the way, my ego getting in the way. And it all comes down to my ego-based thinking, where I'm not really realizing that my ego is getting in the way, because I'm afraid to confront it. I'm afraid to admit the fact that this is my issue. I can't handle it, or something like that. And then I keep telling myself these negative things until I admit the fact maybe I can handle it. And this is where I need to rechannel, and this is where CBT comes into it, conjunctive behavioral therapy. And we retrain our minds to rethink how we see things, how we think, how we behave, how we act. So I did a video, which is now on Top Buzz, about CBT, how it works and why it's important to do it, because it teaches us that this vicious circle that we seem to do, and it makes us worry when we don't think more positive about it. And this is where our behavior shifts. And as soon as we think more positive about the situation, our behavior changes. So when our behavior changes, our actions start to change dramatically. So this is where we're shifting into a positive behavioral scenario. And when you are happier within yourself, your body language, your body image, and how you speak and how you behave around others become this amazing circle of a positive atmosphere that you're projecting. So if you're negative right now and you're going round and round and around in a circle, and you're not really thinking positive about yourself, and especially when anxiety is an issue, I can understand that. But in order to think positive about our circumstances, is the only way is to use CBT. And this is where affirmations are so important. So saying these things to ourselves, if we have got fear-based things, so for example, you've had traumatizing situation that you've had in the past and it's haunted you for so long, and you're afraid that this person might turn up on your doorstep and front you, and you have a court order on them, or you've got a police item on the person to protect you, but or you've got a police car sitting outside your house on like daily basis, and that can trigger that part of you. And this is where I think moving house is the best option to protect yourself from what's happening around you. I've experienced it for myself, and I totally get you. Totally get you. Because it is not pleasant to go through all that. I struggled with accepting the fact that it's there. And of course, when it comes to overcoming that fear-based thinking, because at night it's my worst situation when I'm on my own, and that's pretty normal for most women. When we're on our own, we are afraid to be alone, and so therefore we have this fear-based thinking, so it triggers our anxiety. So what we want to do is actually reconstruct our thought pattern about this episode, about this situation that has triggered you from this traumatic experience. So when you are triggered, you're going to think, okay, he's not here, he's not coming after me, I am safe. I just kept repeating these words saying, I am safe. No one can hurt me. I am safe. It's just my ego-based thinking that's projecting these thoughts. And I keep repeating these positive affirmations constantly to myself and just breathing and knowing I am safe, I am calm, I can face this. I am safe. And knowing that you are. Because you are. This thing or person is not here, and no one's going to come after you or harass you or, be there to be a pain in the backside. This is where your safety is so important. You need to look after you. Do what's more important for you. If moving house is the option, then do it. But you need to face your fears. So that means you need to basically think more positive about yourself and feel more positive. Otherwise, what's the point in that situation, And it can be challenging because when we do struggle with this, we end up basically 10 times worse. So projecting how you think and behave has an impact. So keeping on at what you think, your thoughts, how you're responding to it, and how you project it, and of course, your actions. So you need to actually really just be more positive about it and just trigger your way of thinking in more calm state. And I know it's hard, and I really do understand that. Anxiety is not fun. This is why I was learning a few tricks through the book, and social media is a target for most of us, and that's where most of it triggers our anxiety sometimes, because we're not perfect, we're not good enough sometimes, or someone that person has been harassing you. And for me, if I was you, I would remove it from your phone. Only look at it on your other devices. Only look at it once a day. Don't look at it 3 times a day, 4 times a day. because you're afraid or you're addicted. You can get addicted to social media, which is quite common, and that's not helpful. So what we want to do is create a new scenario altogether. We want to improve that. So sit in meditative state on a daily basis and just keep saying these positive affirmations constantly to yourself, and know and trust that you are safe, and trust that the universe has your back. Because realistically, without the universe protecting you and helping you and guiding you, you would be stuck. You would be so stuck and lost. This is where you need to have faith in the universe and knowing that you are protected. You are safe. And this is why I really recommend reading the book from Chloe and really just dig into creating new tools, new ways of projecting, releasing yourself. Because when we have coffee, and also that is a trigger for our body because it's just caffeine, really. Caffeine is not a pleasant thing for the body, and it triggers anxiety quite easily. I recommend herbal teas and sit in a meditative state. My favorite one, of course, is from Pam's, and it's got rose in it, and it smells so good. It's my favorite. I love that. Just to stand there by the window and just smell it and just enjoying that moment, because it brings me to the present moment of just being there and enjoying that and enjoying the beauty of the tea. And that's important to have, is something like this on a regular basis. And changing your diet helps, but also having the healthy fats for your brain, because of course that can be one of our factors. So I've improved that by getting fish oils into my body, and I also have less carbohydrates. I have more certain items in my body. I'm on Atkins, so I don't have as much carbohydrates as some people, but I do like my fish, and I do need my healthy fats, and I burn my energy on fats mostly. So, you just got to look at what your need is. But you can get, in today's world, your doctor may have an online program that you can do to learn tools to help yourself, to help you get through anxiety. I have been through that myself too, and that can be helpful to get you through. Know that you're not alone on these situations, and it is horrible, but you can get through it, guys. It's been a pleasure being with you guys, and I hope this helps you guys to actually get through what you're going through right now. I really hope so. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. Have an awesome week, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Waiting for, yeah, dancing off the clouds. Hear that melody, dancing on the clouds, waiting for your heart jack. Got to let the beat get under your skin. I think I'm an angel, I'm gonna break my wings. A melody from heaven spins me round and around.